Did you share it to the groups? If I share too many, they'll cut me off Facebook. I'll be sharing too fast. Wait a minute, what you doing? That's so crazy.
You spam.
How can I be spam? I mean, they got them all landed down. When I was press one, take a nap. Press another one, take another nap.
Cause I like just go down.
Yeah, like what? Can't do it. Doing the most. Going too fast. Facebook scroll news. Facebook scroll news is yeah. I don't even know. Okay, listen live. Camera chat.
I heard it said
Turn that tune up a little bit.
we work on our dreams so we can thrive. If not, we work on someone else's and then we'll die. So let me introduce myself to you. I am Wanda D. Hollis. Now the D is for Denise, a name given to me by my grandmother. And Wanda was given to me by my great-grandmother. So there you have it, Wanda Denise Hollis. Now some call me Wanda D and my close friends and family call me WD. But either way, I'm just passing through. You see, I came by to inspire you to live beyond your dreams, to go past the clouds and travel on Mars if that's what you so desire to do. Let me assure you that I truly believe in you. Your visions and hopes are seeds planted in you, put there for a reason, perfectly designed for you. I believe that the universe is simply waiting on you. Let me ask you a question. What are your desires? What is that thing? You know, that thing that burns inside of you. That thing that nags you. What is that dream that used to ride with you? I am here to tell you. I am here to encourage you. I am here to let you know that it's not too late to take that dream off the shelf and give birth and let it kiss the earth and then spread it as though it was a dessert. I am enough. I am enough, and yes, you are enough. You, and you too are enough. Now live, knowing and believing that there is nothing, absolutely nothing you can't do. Why? Because together we are more than enough.
Yo, 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 yo! You are more than enough, and I am Wanda D. Hollis, the motivational queen. And my co-host are here. Y'all better tell them what time it is.
What's up,
It's time
everyone?
to come in. You ready? Y'all ready for the show?
Author.
Yes, co-host, author Chimia Hill-Burton here in the building. Yes,
Woo, woo,
as always. Yes.
And I am your favorite celebrity chef, Mr. Antonio LaRon Smith, in the building.
LaRon. Wait a minute. Wait. Back it up.
Back it
It
up.
used to be just L.
Well,
Now he just came out with the whole name.
everyone always asks what's the L stand for.
So now,
Okay.
So
now
instead of assuming, I just go ahead and just tell them it's LaRon.
okay.
LaRon
well,
Lover Smith, however y'all want to put it.
All right now.
And he already told y'all, if y'all missed it, y'all missed a good interview. What was it, last week?
Last week, we had a phenomenal on the Winning Evening News. We had a great interview.
And
Well, very well.
he told the chefs, oh, you know what, Kush, thank you, baby. I'm all out my mic because y'all know. Wait, well, let me just say this. We in a new house. Don't we look good? Don't you? Don't you say look good? Y'all ain't seen nothing yet because we got a whole production going on today.
Yes.
But on the Winning Evening News, I talked to the chef, And for those of you that don't know, we have another platform on Facebook only, but we redistribute it to like YouTube and some other things. We chop that thing up, but spoke with this guy on Wednesday. Was it this Wednesday?
It was this Wednesday.
God, time be flying so fast.
This year flying by fast.
But he told the chef, he put out a call for all the chefs. He told you, he said, I know Atlanta got some great chefs, but tell them I'm coming for them because I'm taking them all out.
Hey, not to toot my own horn, but I feel I'm a bad man in the kitchen.
All right.
I've been taught by some great celebrity chefs, so I can't let them down.
You can't let them down. Plus, this is another thing that the I'm Enough talk show has doubled up. We got a cooking show going on inside of the talk show, inside of a live studio audience. And you know what? So the chef, I can be real transparent with y'all because y'all family. Say family.
Family.
Thank you. So I left my notes at home. I get so excited. So the chef has renamed the show to Freestyle Sunday.
Freestyle Sunday.
So that's what we're doing. We're doing Freestyle Sunday.
I like it.
But I get so excited when I pull up in the parking lot. I just be like, oh, Jesus, we here now. It's time. Showtime.
It's showtime.
I be saying things like, I'm going to come in, sit down, prep, get myself together. I can't do it. I'm dyslexic. I don't be focused. I want to do it live. I want to talk to people on the phone. I want to give out hugs and cookies and candy. So I'm just, so anyway, what's going on today, Chimia?
We have a lot of things going on today. So we'll be talking with who's coming to dinner. We're going to have who's coming to dinner.
Ding dong. Ding dong. Okay.
We'll also be discussing, current events in the media, the tragedy that just happened.
Our beloved Kobe.
Yes.
And all of the other ones.
Yes, and everyone else.
And everybody else, the families and everything.
Pray for his wife.
Yes.
We pray for everybody. We pray because even if you're not a celebrity, if you lost anybody, it's a heartache and a heartbreak that goes along with that.
Extreme.
Yeah.
So we definitely want to talk about that. Then we're going to be talking about a bill that is going to the floor. It's basically the Georgia version of the California version of Crown Bill.
Okay.
So we'll be discussing that also.
Okay. And that's a big deal because we were talking about that earlier, and the gentleman that couldn't graduate.
Yes.
And he was denied graduation. He was on the Ellen show.
Yes.
And okay, well, anyway, somebody else then told me to shut up. So
the highlights. Just the highlights.
Just the highlights.
But
because I was gonna say Gabrielle Union had invited him to the Oscars, and that's what I was gonna say. So, but that's okay.
So
you find some more. We'll talk about some more. So, cause it's Freestyle Sunday, I can't help it. Like that's what happens.
It's okay. We'll come up with topics.
The topics come and go, don't they?
And they pile up on each other. As soon as we start talking, everybody's gonna have something, and we're gonna always derail this train at one point.
Right, the train. And so
anything can happen when you're live.
That's right.
Anything.
Anything.
And I like this. I like most about my life is on Sundays, the third, and the first and the third Sunday.
Yes.
So plug first and third Sunday. Every first and third Sunday, you can find us here inside of the beautiful Status Network building on Manifest TV at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so for all of our Facebook lovers out there, go ahead and do a watch party. And tell everybody that it's on and popping. It's time to win right here on the I Am Enough talk show where your dreams matter with yours truly, the gang. We're just going to be known as the gang. The gang. We're going to be called the I Am Enough gang. And there's a lot of us to go around. So y'all only meeting just a little snippet of the gang. And then we have our regular gang members, the Bloods and the Crips. And
Well, historically, that was us too.
Yeah.
Because we're going to be doing a little Black history too.
Yeah,
so,
right.
So historically, Bloods and the Crips
What
rules.
was that song back in the day? We all in the same game.
Yep,
There we
same
go.
game.
We all in the same game.
Tell my age. Oh.
Don't worry, coach. Don't worry, coach. I'm calling him coach today because he is watching the game. So who's playing the game, coach?
We got San Francisco and we got the Chiefs are playing.
All right.
Since my beloved New England Patriots are not in the game today, we're going to run with the 49ers today. That's what we take.
Going running with the 49ers. That's exactly what
49ers.
we're doing.
Well, y'all can make some noise out there if y'all want the 49ers.
Yes.
You know, like, don't be shy. Don't be shy.
'Cause I'm a Cowboys fan. So.
Yeah, well, I'm a Lions fan.
Well, you know. We
Right?
just gonna say this to
How
say
many
that.
Detroiters do we have in the building?
All right then.
Hello?
That's for the show.
Okay, so even though I don't even remember when the last time we won a game, but I am still a Detroiter to the end. You
Gotcha.
cannot take the D out of the girl, okay? That's partly for the D.
Well, if the owners are listening, sell the team to Jeff Benzo so he can do something with the team, so the Lions can come back on the map. Give it to an owner that cares.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is
Okay, that was
caring.
your PA. That's your
That's
PSA.
your PSA for the
Yeah,
day.
that's your PSA.
Well, we were scheduled to talk to talk to Senator Tonya P. Anderson, but she had a special something that came up, and so but we're going to take it over because I brought in the Afro attorney, which to me she's brilliant. Everybody in the building is brilliant.
Everybody.
But
Everybody
we
that's
kind of
trying
talked
to.
about that Crown Bill before, and we really wasn't talking about the Crown Bill. We were just talking about what happens when we try to stay in our natural heritage and do our own style, and how they just be coming for us. That's because they just know we so great.
Oh, fabulous.
They know we so great, so they just keep coming for us.
I mean,
Yeah,
You
it's
know.
sad you have to change your hairstyle to be.
Yeah, but it's okay. So we're gonna have fun with that, and we got a lot of stuff going on. So let me see off the top of my head. I just want to talk real quickly about the Winning Evening News, and then we're gonna take a break after that. So we started the Winning Evening News inside of Facebook on Wednesdays, where we interview different people that join the group. So our goal is to talk to as many business owners and authors and just give them another platform and another outlet. Now that group spun from the Wake Up Winning for Entrepreneur group on Facebook. So I'm talking to my Facebook people right now to let y'all know that if you're not a member of either one of those groups, you should go immediately and join those groups, because there is a lot of useful information, inspirational things. We have racked up, I want to say, about 7 interviews so far. I'm booked up with interviews until April. So February is gone. March is gone. Yeah. And you know what? It's so incredible, because now we're not only doing it on Wednesdays, we're doing this coming week. We have interviews on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
all right then.
Okay, so you're talking about what's the word? Exponential growth.
Expeditiously.
Expeditiously.
Expedition.
There you go.
Growth.
Exponential.
Exponential. Okay.
Okay, whatever
Gotta
she
get it
said.
right.
That is what we have going on inside of the Winning Evening News. So I just want to thank the Winning Evening News team, Jeremy Johnson, aka Jay the Prince. That's whose song y'all hear often because I play it all the time. And also Janelle Harris. They are two very powerful pieces to the Winning Evening News. And why we bring it is because we definitely want everybody to win. So if you have new music and you want to submit your music to be played on the show, we want to play that music. We did a very special show on Wednesday with the chef. We had our intro music, our outro music. We partied, and then we just chopped it up really good. And so this Tuesday, Lotus Rashay is coming back on the show. She did a credit, level up your credit to level up your lifestyle. It was hot. So she's coming back, and we want to do a part 2 with that. And also on Wednesday, we have the Winning Evening News at the regular time at 7. And then on Thursday, we're doing a launch party, a live launch, business launch for Miss Ebony Thompson. So y'all can go and join the launch party, which I said, I interviewed her and she said, well, I'm about to launch my business. I said, well, let us handle your launch party. So we're going to have on our party hats,
Yes,
right?
party
Our
hats.
party hats and those things go, poof. What are those things called?
The little whistles, party makers, noise makers.
Noise makers, yeah, noise makers.
We all going, poof.
She said,
Can somebody do the Carly B?
Nah.
She can. She can. Look, I knew she could do it because I want to do that like right now. That should be. I can't do it, but you know, I think do it.
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Well, okay. So that's what's going on. So that is the winning evening news for this coming week. Can y'all say heavy schedule?
Heavy
Heavy
schedule.
schedule.
Blessed schedule. That's
Blessed
what it is.
schedule.
That's a blessed schedule.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm excited about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to take just a quick break and we're going to bring up our first half. We're going to dive into this Facebook news. We're going to talk about this Crown bill and we're going to see who's coming to dinner.
Yep, you already see who's coming to dinner? Stay tuned.
Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Positive people you'll ever meet.
Gotta cut that back down when you say cut it up.
Inspirational mentors, sales
That's all
and
right.
customer service trainers have dubbed her to be Wanda Hollis, the motivational
What
queen.
you know,
She
too.
launched
Are you going to sit back here? Or you want to go
Yeah,
on the side? My ladies right here, they coming up.
Okay.
Or it's like down, like over there.
Wanda is passionate about helping people
I don't think you want to slide.
Because you're going to need to get up there.
pursue many
Make
passions.
sure you cut your mic.
Did you get the doorbell?
I didn't.
Okay, no problem.
I'm making sure the sound go out right. I haven't had time to-
We'll do it next time. Now you know what my expectations are.
Got you. We breaking
Oh,
it in.
man.
We breaking it in.
Shelby said, me dang, Cushy said, cut my mic off.
Yeah, you cut it. Yeah, cut that off. Since you're not, so it's just y'all, right?
Yeah, the four of us.
What's the budget for her next event?
You gotta leave from behind that shit. You kind of stuck. I go live.
Oh, I'm good.
Pretty good.
Uh-huh.
Alright, y'all might have to share that microphone too.
Okay.
Wipe the camera. On live.
That's okay.
I'm just going to elaborate on
We're
it.
back.
We're back. Always.
You know, this is the Wild Bunch gang. The gang.
The game.
The gang.
The game.
So, can I have the gang introduce themselves on that side of the couch, please?
Absolutely, absolutely. I am Keisha O'Kelly, aka the Afro Attorney in the house.
Yeah.
Hello, it's your girl Shani D, author, screenwriter, director, extraordinaire. I'll take all of that. Good to be here on I'm Enough Talk Show tonight.
Yes. Oh, I am so glad to have y'all. Ring the bell, ring the bell. Shani, you in charge of the bell.
Oh,
Just hit the bell.
gladly,
Okay,
gladly.
okay.
I'll put that right there.
Put that right over there. So, oh, I have to get used to this. You know, I'm used to the other side and the mic being on the desk, so I have to get used to like holding this thing around. But anyway, ladies, I'm so glad that y'all can make it in.
Absolutely.
And your hair is fabulous.
Always.
I just love your hair. You see, I tried to copy.
Yes, she did actually. It was gorgeous, though. She did her thing. It was like that beautiful golden crown that you had.
Yeah.
Crown.
Yeah, but you know, I brought out Big Red today. She wanted to come play. So I said, come on, child, come on, you can go, you can come. So, and Miss Shani D, you just got back in town.
Yes. LA was good to me.
It looks good on you. Maybe she got her poetic justices going on over there.
It was amazing. Are you ready for the Facebook scroll news?
Well, girl, don't give it up.
Because this is the real live news, what I actually experienced, and then we'll get into Facebook. I had the opportunity to go to LA for 5 days, and the atmosphere after losing our beloved Kobe and all the other family members that were on board on the helicopter, the energy was just so uplifting and celebrating life. The Staples Center packed every day. Every day.
Wow.
I mean, driving through, seeing all the people just sharing stories and talking about the memories that they've experienced going to the Staples Center, people that actually had watched Kobe his entire career. You know, they, of course, they felt that. And so you had a lot of street vendors out selling merch. It was hot. It was something to be a part of, just to see all the love from every culture. Let me say, that was what really sparked it for me, seeing all the people coming together.
Right.
I can go on and on about that experience, but just having those conversations and the memories, you know, it's just not going to be the same.
Mm-hmm. And I know you were able to interview some people out there for the I Am Enough talk show.
I did.
So how were those interviews? I know we had a little glitch.
Yes, a little technical difficulty, but it was just one lady in particular, Miss Tina. Shout out to Miss Tina in LA. She was a street vendor, and she was just saying how much people were selling the jerseys for. Of course, you know, they was boosting the prices. You can go into a store and it's like $25. They were selling them $300 for shirts.
Wow.
And people were buying them. But just sharing stories of, like I said, Kobe's career and being a part of the Lakers for his entire career. He never switched, never went to a different team.
Right.
So it was all love. It was all love. People, you know, of course they were crying, you know, families came out. Entire families came out. The wall, I didn't make it to the wall because it was so packed, but the wall to sign your name, it was beautiful.
Wow.
It was beautiful. And celebrating life. It wasn't, you know, of course it's a sad situation, but just seeing the people celebrating his life and all the others.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kobe was phenomenal, and I know one thing he always stressed about, and that was living in the moment. He always, that was his like number one message. He would always tell people, you have to live now. You have to live now. So it's almost like, you know, like maybe he knew something, you know, they, hey, you know, you got, but that was his message. His message was always live now. If you go through all his interviews, it will always come up to where he was always talking about the now.
Doing it now.
The now,
Yeah.
you know, which we were discussing that last week on the show. It was if not now, when, as a tribute to that incident and what happened, and why. One reason why we push so hard for the I Am Enough talk show, to represent people with dreams, you know, and people to come on out of their dreams, because everybody has something that they should be doing, and they should be all in with. So what do you think about the passing, Miss Ella?
Absolutely, I feel like everybody else that it was heavy. But for me, with Kobe, his daughter, and the other 7 individuals, a tragedy. But I lost a lot of people in my own personal family, back to back to back to back. And I know he celebrated, so that's what all connects us. But the loss of life around us in general, not just Kobe, should constantly remind us, live our best life now.
Right.
And again, because he had the big stage, I get how it resonates, but it's bigger than the Kobe. It's all of us living our now and living that Mamba mentality right now in everything we do. But it definitely was heavy.
That's kind of what exactly, you know, how I was feeling being in LA. Being in LA and reflecting on life, you know, just going to the water or taking a drive through the hills. That was just the peace. And spending time with my daughter during that time, it just reminds us how important it is to love yourself and live and enjoy living, you know, not just existing. So that was one of the moments. I am so refreshed after that trip, and I just want to hug on people and, you know, call your people and tell them you love them, you know, every day. It's not, you know, promise.
Yeah, I felt the same way, and I gonna piggyback on what you said. Yeah, it's that aha moment, because no one expected that. It was like, even when I was seeing it on the Facebook, I had a friend, he does paintings and everything else. He was a Rip Kobe, and I was like, wait, what? And then I ended up seeing it. I was like, wow. It's like, you know, we're only here for the time we're here. Nothing is promised. Let's make the best of what we're doing. And, you know, all the dreams that you have and the things you strive for, you want to make sure that you didn't leave without the, you know, the what ifs or, you know, the shoulda, coulda, wouldas and everything else. So, yeah, I definitely felt that on a bigger level that, you know, if it's like, look, we always tell everybody, go hard or go home. And he always pushed that. He was like, keep, you know, you need to go out and strive and do what you need to do. And so now it's like, hey, you see, he's passed now. He has this great legacy and everything else. And we've lost all these great individuals and everything else. What are you going to do? What are you leaving to the world? And you needed to start thinking about that in a whole. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's real, you know, and that's real talking. Like Ella said, we all are going to make that transition. When we come here, we're going to leave. And one thing that I say, you know, I say this, we're all going to take that dirt bath. So it's a matter of what are you going to do here? You know, how are we going to impact? And when you have someone very famous that makes their transition, it kind of wakes up everybody. I think that's the lesson, is getting the wake up call to say, hey, what's going on? Are you doing? It's like being in the new year, and when you leaving the 1 year out and you enter into a new year, everybody scrambles with their plans and their master plans, and you know, their journaling and their vision board, you know, doing all of that stuff. And I want to ask a question. It's February the 2nd, right? Or 3rd? 2nd. So yeah, 2020, right? So wow. How are you? And this is a very magical day. You will never, they talked about this date not coming back, or like these digits not coming back for another like 300 years. So we're all in this vortex, making some type of special magic here. And it comes down to, what are you going to do with your magic? How are you going to show up? You know, and you don't have to compete with anybody. Just be yourself, but be very, very intentional and be very deliberate with your day, you know, and that's everything with the relationships in your life. Next month on the winning evening news, in the month of this month, it's all about relationships, the power of relationships, and not just intimate, but all relationships, those business relationships, those friendships, that relationship within your families. Those relationships are what you have to pay very, very close attention to, because that's all that we have is relationships and projects. So what do you do in the relationship, and what type of project are you hooking your soul up to? So if you're not hooking your soul up to something that's not significant, then, you know, say no. Say no.
Bell time.
I got the bell. Say no. That's all I got to do is just say no. You know, don't be afraid to say no. If it does not soothe your soul, say no. A t-shirt. If it doesn't soothe your soul, say no.
Somebody
Yes.
put that in the comments.
Yes. So, and that's how we have to live our life. You know, I fight so hard for people's dreams. I fight so hard for my own. And the thing about it is, when you go about dream building, you lose a lot of people that you think that they're going to be in your corner. Yeah. And you have to realign yourself with the right people. So you have to, almost, it's like you have to build a new family. You know, people, I love it when people can say, I've had a friend for 50 years and we're still good friends. I'm like, whoa, who is that? You know, like, I love that. But the truth be told, some people that walk into my life today, it feels like they need to be there, and we're doing some great things, but I know that they may just be traveling through, and I have to be good with that, you know, and that's what I've learned. So, ladies, diving into this crown bill, and I'm gonna give Chimia the mic here.
All right, so of course everyone know. Oh well, if you don't know, we had the Crown Bill. Actually, I believe started in California, if I'm not mistaken. It started in California, and we were talking about discrimination about hair, natural hair, braids, dreadlocks, those type of hairstyles that are being discriminated in the workplace. And so we have our own bill here in Georgia that is going to be, I believe it's the can't remember the name of the bill actually right now. Yes, the Crown Bill, but it is specific. There's technical term, technical.
The Senate bill. There's
the Senate
numbers,
bill.
So the SB 188 for California, and there'll be a different SB here.
Right. Yes, and it was a different one. I can't remember it right now. Apologize. But anyway, talking about this this particular bill and knowing how we've come so far in hair in doing natural hair and protective styles and things of that nature, I'm really still flabbergasted on why we're still having this conversation after basically going through it all the way through the 90s and everything else. This is not nothing when we're talking about this topic, this is nothing new. So I'm still very much we're still doing this in 2020. It's you're not appreciating people for who they are, and the things that they you're still trying to discriminate against it. And talking to the attorney, and with your beautiful natural hair and everything, what type of battles did you go through with the corporate world, being an attorney and trying to still stay within your truth of your heritage and just your own preferences and your style?
Fortunately, right now I haven't went through any battles. Now, if individuals feel the way they feel, they keep it to themselves.
Okay.
When I step in the room, so no one has said anything to me. But what has helped is I started my own thing, right? So I can move the way I move with running my own law firm. And even walking into the courtroom or representing clients or doing negotiations in front of whoever, they have to accept what's in front of them, because I don't have to conform to somebody else's standard. I'm there to get results. And it's about that green at that time. So I haven't had to face that now. But to answer your question, I just want to go back to piggyback off what you said. This is 2020 now. How are we? We have been enslaved longer than we have been not enslaved, right? So there's that underpinning, that Eurocentric mindset. That's the standard of beauty have been based on that. And so anything that is opposing to that is always going to be resisted, especially when you show that we are transitioning and we're moving towards change. There's always fight towards resistance, and that is the standard, has always been the Eurocentric standard. So that's why I'm not shocked here in 2020 we're still talking about it, because it's not going to be a quick, I want to do this. It's going to be resistance, because it's powerful. It feels powerful. And so having to have bills pass in order to have someone respect you, because you don't want to be fined. At the end of the day, nobody wants their money touched, is an unfortunate situation, but it's a step towards where we need, to go. And I'm not, again, surprised that we have to have that in order to make it happen. And so with the Crown Bill, which is, creating a respectful and open workplace for natural hair, is to protect Black employees and Black students from being discriminated against because of their hair. And what we always look at as attorneys is, the face of a policy, because it's protecting us against policies that are set up. Okay. The face of the policy may not show that they're discriminating against someone Black.
Okay.
But the underlying issue of that policy is because it's always something that's tied to a Black culture, Black individuals. So that's the part that they're unpeeling, unraveling, and making sure that we actually address.
Okay, because we've been, as we said, we've seen this new epic, the gentleman in Texas who's not been able to go to school. He's physically not allowed to go to school, and he's being barred from graduation due to due to his hair. Now, the problem with that situation is that he wasn't out of dress code. It wasn't supposed to be past his ear, and it wasn't supposed to touch his collar. So he wore it up all the time. And their little plight to it was, well, if he ever wore it down, then he'd be out of dress code. But I was like, you have female students, and I know they wear their hair down and everything else. And I just feel I'm like, is that really what you want to do? I thought education was supposed to be able to empower you to go further forward and everything else. Why are we playing on these simple little things? But of course, because we still have the discrimination in the workplace and everything else, that might, is giving him kind of like a highlight of what he is possibly going to run into. What do you think, Sean?
Because and he's not the only one. There's another student in Texas
yes,
also.
another.
So, oddly enough, though,
Why is this coming up now with the schools? Where did that come from? This particular school, distraction, and I also say intimidation and bullying, because if he's been going to this school all this time and now approaching graduation, you want to put pause now? What happened prior to? And not only that, the school says that this was their policy for 30 years, 30 plus years. I can say, I'm pretty certain, like you said, female students and even guys, Caucasian guys with long hair or African American with long hair, 30 years, I'm pretty certain they've had some of them come through through their doors.
I'm sure.
So I do want to touch on, and I'd be remiss if I don't, sitting here. So I want to touch on, and I was just talking to my mom about this, understandably so. Right now, we're at a heightened state of sensitivity because we're constantly attacked, right? But what I have to do sometime is step back and look at the facts in front of me. So speaking specifically about this situation with the young man in Houston, there's 2 layers of issues that's going on here. When I get to the second layer, that's the part I would say they should stick on as far as the argument. But the first part is you're correct. This has been a policy that has been there. And the reason why it's probably even hard for them to prevail on this is because the facts that have been shown is that they have had made white males cut their hair. They have to there's a barber shop right across the street from that school.
Oh, wow.
And that barber gets all the students to keep their hair in compliant with the school.
Oh, wow.
This is why I want to bring this, because I know sometimes we get information and we make decisions or judgment on the information that we're fed. And so we got to be very careful on what we're fed and what it creates. Yes. Because sometimes it will invalidate strong arguments because we're just getting caught everywhere. So I want to bring it. So white males had to cut their hair. With him, just like you said, it's been a policy there that his parents knew about as well. Now, there's 2 things that could have happened. One, the parents could have said a religious or cultural situation, knowing that he's going to have locks. And I want to say locks. I don't like the dread, because if you understand it culturally, it's locks. There's nothing dreadful about it. And so that's another narrative that they create and we buy into too. But his locks that he had, knowing that he was going to grow them, is a conversation you will have when someone have policies that help you in a legal situation. You're going to have a conversation that our religion, our cultural beliefs is that they're going to continue to grow their hair. The conversation came after. I'm talking about before. Knowing you're going to be there and you know that this policy's in place when your child's there, this is what it is. So this is an exception to that rule, which we have constitutional rights because of that. It was more of a reactive than a proactive situation. It was, now we know this policy. I'm going to continue to let it grow, although I know this policy's here, but what I'm going to try to do is pull it up. And the policies about how long the bangs can be or how long the hair can be, I'm going to pull it up. Now, this is the second layer. This is where there is an issue. The school's seen it growing. And so what the school decided to do was, we're going to hurry up and amend our policy. Amend our policy to state that not only can you not grow it, you cannot pull it up to deter the growing. So the policy's been there, and they're responding now to what the parents were trying to do to circumvent it. That's where the issue came at. No one was addressing it as it was growing on the parent side or on the school side. Wow. But because this particular policy would fit more to a Caucasian person because it's growing in this, and all of them have been getting their hair cut, that's why they're not looking at it as it's one of those things that fit into that hair discrimination situation.
Got you. Okay. I get that. All right.
Very good.
We get the bell. We get the bell.
To get the knowledge. Yes.
See, yes, because we want to make sure that we're getting the facts and not just the emotions.
Right.
And it's something you said that I really like, because we are at a heightened sensitive time, and we are so easy to take any information, jump on it, and go and yell and scream without getting all the facts. So I really, really appreciate you, and that's why I love it when you come and share the truth from a legal side, and I'm hoping that our viewers can pick up on that. It's like a saying one of my mentors used to always say, respond, not react. Exactly. Because when you're responding, then you can get your facts straight. Yes. You can do a little bit more investigating, and then come up with, like you said, okay, they knew it, but everybody's trying to,
and it always
trying to get around it.
The reason why I really pointed out, because it hurts our true fights, right? Sometimes a lot of narratives are thrown out there to make everything weakened. We have to make sure that we have the information and we're staying strong, so that it's just not, oh, they just complain about everything. It went to, they just complain about everything, to, no, we have real hair discrimination. We not to say his is not real, but if we were address the facts in a situation, we can articulate and respond and address it in a different way, versus here we go again. So we got to be careful of who's pushing that narrative.
Right.
Sometimes it look like it's us pushing it, but it may not be, and it causes divisiveness, confusion, like you said, reactiveness, and we got to be very careful. Let's dissect the facts.
Right. Now I do want to share this other story with my friend. Her son went on a job interview, and the place that was going to wanted him because he's a chef and he's really good. Probably not as good as our chef, but they were going to still hire him whether he was good or not. But he was told that he could only get the job if he cut his hair, and because he is if for religion, he said, well, I guess I won't work here, and he bowed out of accepting that job, and he's had that problem for a very long time, being that's his hair, his religion. I think he's Israelite.
Yeah.
And they don't believe in that. They believe in the beard and the hair, and and so it's like you can't mess with that. So that really, I think the company that said that really doesn't know the history. So right there, he had a lawsuit for just not being hired. But of course, with him, it's like, forget it. I'll just go do something else. And I like it when you said, Ella, when you create your own lane, then they have to look at who's in front of them. They can't. It's not like you going to the back of the bus and you're not coming in the back door. Exactly. They invited you in, so you sat me down at the table. So now you have to look at me because here I am.
Exactly.
So
and
that's
then when you sit me at
powerful.
that table, I come with something.
Yeah.
I don't ask to be seated. I demand it in what I do.
Right.
And so I come with something, and that's why I think we need to focus on in our fight. I do not want us to portray the energy of victims because we give power. We got to portray that we're not standing for something. Right. There's a difference between saying, please accept me, make it happen, versus this is who I am, and this is what I bring, and you need to accept it.
Absolutely.
I mean, one quick question. Like, as long as he was, I think my mic is on, but I think as long as he is fully cut and fully, his hair is trimmed up nicely, he has a hat on, and your goatee is okay and stuff, because I make sure I'm clean cut and my nails and everything are clean as far as me working into a kitchen. And I have, at first it used to be like, you can't be a chef and be all tattooed up and everything and stuff. It's always some type of form of discrimination that's going to come against us being who we are.
Absolutely.
And it's there was a celebrity who mentioned that her son was growing locks, and that she told him to cut them because when he goes to get a job or try to go to college, it's not right. He's just pretending to his black heritage.
Right.
And for you to be a black mother telling your son to cut his locks because that's professional, it says a lot about yourself.
Right.
And you should support your child, no matter what he's doing.
And that's a tough situation.
Ooh,
so
yeah, that's really
my thing
tough.
is, while we're passing these bills to link it to anti-discrimination, we roll with it. But when we take that away, we do have to teach what's going on. So she could be supportive all she wants. At the end of the day, they will find ways to not hire you. They don't have to say specifically it's that, right? So now you're stopping yourself from getting something. So we have to learn how to fight and to get at the same time. So for the mom, for her to say just don't do it, unless she's going to fund her son, there's got to be a way of, now son, how do you take what your experience was to make
changes
while we're doing with whatever that we need to do, you see? So
and learn and work for yourself, bottom line.
Yes.
Go for yourself, work for yourself, and be your own entrepreneur, because at the end of the day, no one's going to ever pay you for what you're worth, and you're going to always feel they're going to always discriminate you against one way, form, fashion, or another. It's always going to be, if it's not your hair, it's going to be your looks. It's always going to be something that you're going to discriminate against you. And it's a shame that we have to now, we're fighting for hair. Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
All my life. Well, you got to fight. All my life.
And to go back to that young man in Houston, they're not letting him to play sports as well because of his hair. You know, you got, and then he had one of the Richard Sherman, one of the NFL players, like, look,
Yeah.
you got a gang of NFL players got their locks out there hanging out their helmet,
Right.
and they're getting paid multi-millions of dollars.
Right.
So if the NFL can deal with it, then in the NBA they looking ridiculous. They got hair looking like buckwheat.
Right.
So
And I've heard about wrestling, high school wrestling teams too.
Yeah.
I've heard
Had to cut him. The one wrestler had to cut his.
Yeah.
He was in tears. I remember that. I remember that because they were just like, he was like, he wanted to wrestle. It was like a championship and everything else, and he had worked so hard and everything else, and they got him there, and it was a white. Unfortunately, it was an upset Caucasian male that had actually had problems and issues with this type of situation before, but he cut it. He was like, and I mean, they came out there and he was like, cut it
Right at the championship. He had to choose between the match or the hair.
But
Yeah.
You know.
it was more like, I took it was embarrassing, but I took it as his empowerment. At the same time, he was like, you're not going to stop me from what I want to do. See, y'all want to stop me because you know I'm going to win. So he said he went told his coach was crying, cutting his hair.
Wow.
I remember her cutting it, and he was just like, cut it. And it was like everybody stood up. I remember they cheered for him. People came out and they gave him a hug and all that other stuff because they were just like, you took your power. This is like you took it. You was like, and then of course they ended up getting on the referee that was in charge of that. So it's just weird because it's like, okay, well, we're still, like you said,
That's what change happens, though.
Yes.
Right? We can talk about all the people prior to us that took hits, took bullets, took whippings, and so there's going to be things now that you still keep your power. And whatever you do, it's going to cause change and cause conversations.
Yeah, always.
As long as we live in a society that we live in, excuse the language, but white America is always going to be judging against us Black Americans. And just like the young man who, the inventor of the Super Soaker, had to go to court and fight for his money, and he's the inventor of that. So we're always, as African American, Black Americans, are going to be sought after in this world. For one, we're highly intelligent. And we don't go back down for anything. And we make a platform for ourselves that we're going to continue to stand on. And we shouldn't back down for anything. You shouldn't have to cut your hair to go get a job or anything like that. Take you as you are. Your performance speaks for itself, first and foremost.
Yeah, it sounds good. Look,
right.
Yeah, it does. But you know what? That is my segue into this is Black History Month.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did that thing right there.
That's right.
And talking about what have we learned and where do we want to go, as a people. And it would be nice that one day we could, that Dr. King's words would come to pass and be true. But I think that's just a fight that we'll always be in the trenches for, right, Wanda? Okay, y'all can't hear her, so it'll be like silence. But she didn't want to get on the couch, so we need a mic because I know we got some wisdom. See, and this thing about me, and I would say, Queen Mother, we have wisdom in the room, and anytime there is wisdom in the room, I want to hear from the wisdom that's in the room.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'm just going to piggyback on what she was saying, though.
Mm-hmm.
When a movement is going on and they can feel it, they become fearful. So, yeah, we got to continue the fight, but at the same time, I think we're coming into a place. Mother Earth is just pushing up. It's spewing up some things that we got to change. A change is coming. Change is coming.
I love
So,
it.
yeah.
I love it. Ring. Can we get a bell? Can Mrs. Wanda get a bell?
While I'm sitting, because you guys can't see what I'm seeing, I'm looking at this beautiful, beautiful queen. And as she's speaking about Mother Earth coming up, I'm just admiring her hair, and her, just her natural beauty. And I think that, too, they've always been intimidated by just the natural beauty we have.
Well,
I like it when
y'all familiar with Mooney And he said, you know, like when we relax, they're happy when we relax. Our relaxed hair relaxes them.
He's hilarious.
You know,
he's so
but
real.
he's truthful.
Yeah.
You know, when we try to, I think about, and I'm gonna ask this from everybody, who historically have you looked up to, like in your lifespan, so y'all could put your thinking caps on and give y'all a second, and then Miss Shani Dale jump in first. But one person, like I just absolutely love Dr. Sebi, and in listening to him, I listen to him often, and one thing, when he talks about how he came into the understanding of who he was during his journeys in life, and when I forget where he said he was, and the guy came to him and said, you're the start, you're where it started at, and just explaining how even us dealing with diseases in our bodies and not supposed to have ever eaten certain things, to where they've always been systematically just ready to destroy us, and he said when he learned that, and even he talked about how education, when his parents said, they used to say to his parents, is he's going to go to school, and his dad said, no, he's not going to school, he's going to learn what he needs to learn on his journey of life. So everything that he needs to learn, he's going to learn, and the first thing he's going to learn is how to take care of his house, and whatever else needs to be done in the village. And so he said, and that teaching right there brought him to who he became. And of course, it was too much, so they had to kill him. But in all of that history, that I'm like, wow, I fight real hard for my grandkids to just be creative and to just operate who they are. So when Addison has like 3 different conversations going on with herself, and she narrates it, and one day Shani can attest to that. We watched her put a movie together. Yeah. Like, we watched her tell us what was going to happen. She said, Granny, I'm going to count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then she went and set up her characters. Yes. And she executed, so it was like, did you see that? It was...
It was nice. It was nice.
Yeah.
She executed, seriously.
Yeah, so I just want to know from you all, who has been that person that that you can say you related to, and that they maybe drop some gems onto you, Miss Shani?
Actually, it's really no one in history. It's my grandmother. It's my great grandmother. Just the foundation that they laid for us to not work for anyone. Family of entrepreneurs. Coming from Montgomery, back when they were growing up, and the things that they had to deal with, my grandmother and her 10 other siblings, they pretty much, most of them, all except for one, left the South and went north to explore other opportunities. And may have started out in the plants, but that wasn't the route, because their mother was an entrepreneur. So pretty much all of them owned their own businesses. And they showed us how to own your own businesses and maintain them. So I really don't have one particular person in history, because it came from the inside of my home. That's it for me. Granny, get the bell.
Outside of my beautiful queen mother, because I talked about on the last show, that how my mother has been such an inspiration, just watching the fight and overcoming so much. That's gonna be a whole nother book. We may write a book on that one. Outside of that, for me, it isn't one. I would say I probably should have been a historian versus an attorney. I don't know, or a combination of both, because I get drunk in history. And for me, I have different people embodied in that one energy. So for me, it is the Malcolm X's and the Martin Luther Kings. Not the Martin Luther Kings I'm talking about that's taught in school. I'm talking about the Martin Luther King with the last speech that he gave, not the one I Have a Dream. And the Black Panthers and all of them, because I had realized how young they were. They appear to be very older individuals. They were all young, sacrificing their lives, being relentless. And it just reminded me of, we have to tap into that youthfulness where it's not being afraid, and we have to do because it needs to get done. The Maya Angelou's, I stand on her quote. It's one of my favorite quotes. I come as one, but stand as 10,000. Because I may be one person, usually in any room that I'm in, it's only this one that looks like this, but I know I'm there with the presence. Physically, I'm there as one, but in presence and power is 10,000 that's there for me. So words that she depart. And lastly, for me, the unnamed names. All the unnamed names that has gotten us to where we're at right now. I know you. I feel you. I stand for you.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Awesome. Well, okay, so I know. No, she touched on she went to town. So I was like, okay. So and I'm like, no, I love Maya Angelou, and I Dr. King and Malcolm X, and a bunch of other people that I've like Eartha Kitt and her struggle and being in France, and she'd been she'd been going through her thing over there, and it's just it's so many amazing individuals that when you look back at their world, that they said they're going to stand in their truth, and that is exactly what you should do. You should strive, and I like how you said the youthfulness. I think in our younger years, that fear was not even a thought, and I think as we get older, we kind of get pigeonholed into a box because that's where they want us to be. We need to always keep that youthful glow. That's why everybody says, you know what I'm saying, you're as young as you want to be, as you feel. So when I look at it, you and me, we are actually the next generation of people that people are going to look up to. We're the youthfulness that they're going to strive and look at, and I think that is an amazing thing to actually see, because you said Addie sees you. Addie sees you, your children, and I have young children who see me. They love, they see me write and everything else, and they get to see that creativity, and they burst with the energy. And I feel like nowadays that part is dying a little bit. It's like, you're not seeing it as much. And, Kobe and all the other talented individuals, but that was their youthfulness. They saw people that burst that energy out of them. So, I look up to everyone in this room. I look up to all the young, the old, and the males, the females, because you guys are going to always, and me too, and we're always going to be that person that someone's going to look back, you never know, and be like, oh man, the things they said, the things they've done, and and you push forward from there.
I love it. Give Chimia a bill.
I gotta get it.
So,
give it up.
So I don't know if anybody on our social media said anything or not, but Shani, if they did, maybe you can address that. So I just we're going to take a quick break, and then we're going to go into our next half because I'm hungry.
Ooh. I'm excited to see
and
what
we gotta see who's
prepared.
coming to dinner, cause we had a couple folks just keep coming, so we gotta see who's coming to dinner, y'all. And I just want to say this to everybody watching. If you are watching from Facebook or something, YouTube, anywhere you're watching from, please feel free to share, invite, and tag somebody. The I Am Enough show, where your dreams matter, comes on every first and third Sunday right here inside of the beautiful Status Network building. We're on Manifest TV, where just check out the name, Manifest TV. We are manifesting what we want, and in the spirit of Black history, which my claim is that Black history is 365. So we're always going to pay attention to how we celebrate one another and how we keep raising the vibration. So I just wanted you all to know that we will be right back.
Stay tuned.
Wanda is considered one of the most passionate and positive people you'll ever meet, both personally and professionally. Her inspirational mentoring, sales, and customer service training has dubbed her to be Wanda D. Hollis, the Motivational Queen. She launched Wanda D TV, a revolutionary online real estate talk show where local businesses and community leaders discuss their services, issues, and concerns. Wanda is passionate about helping people achieve their goals and dreams. She has gone on to pursue many passions, including her I Am Enough talk show, having a seat on the West Georgia Board of Realtors, author of inspirational and motivational books, and also a strong supporter of several nonprofit organizations within her community. Wanda believes that there's no such thing as bad decisions, only regrets of not making the right attempt. For speaking engagements or to book her for your next event or conference, please visit www.IamEnough365.com.
Nordstrom bags in my hands instead of you. The telephone rings again. I wonder who could be calling me. Calling me. The table is set for an extra guest. Bachelorhood used to be fun, but I confess this is getting old, and my nights are cold. I need someone to share my dreams. Where could she be? Woman for me. I am tired of feeling so lonely and empty. I've searched all my life, but still I cannot find the woman who will be my wife. Ooh, it's not that I deserve someone, especially when I think of all I've done, all of my life. I lived just for me. I lie, cheat, and steal with no shame, and play with others' hearts for sport and game. It seems like my past has come back to haunt me. Where could she be? The woman for me. I am tired of feeling so lonely and empty. I've searched all my life, but still I cannot find. I can't seem to find a woman who will be my wife. Can we get some cheese? Where's my lady? It's driving me crazy. Could she be? Could she be? Alone. I'm tired of sleeping alone. I'm tired of crying. Feels like I'm dying. Come on and rescue me. I need you in my life. I want you to be my wife, baby. Come and rescue me. I am your prince, baby. Want you to be my queen, lady. I'll make you happy, baby. Just come on.
Okay, y'all.
Ding, ding.
Now, y'all need to follow Jada Prince on social media. All social media he's on. And I'm going to give you his tags in just a minute. But that is one of my favorite songs. All of his songs are my favorite songs. So did y'all like that? I could tell y'all was y'all was bobbing, and they was over there trying to make a baby on the couch. So we had a great time, and I just want to thank everybody for that first half. We're getting ready to get into our second half. We're going to be bringing up the chef, but before we do that, I want to talk about some things that are coming up. Okay, and y'all will be looking at the slides, and when the slide come up, then I'll be talking about it. So we have this book, this launch of the business, which I told you about February the 6th, and that is Miss Ebony and Thompson, and she is a remarkable lady. She is right now with a little dis-ease in her body, but she's forging ahead. And you know what she said to me when I talked to her? She said that she gave her children all LLCs for Christmas. That was their Christmas present. So that was real powerful, yes. So we have our career fair coming up in Tampa, which that is sponsored by Miracle Solution. And the Winning Evening News is presented by She Exists. Miss Janelle Harris is out there doing it big in Tampa, Florida. She's bringing some jobs and education to Tampa. So if y'all know of somebody in Tampa that wants to work, tell them to get to work. And y'all know who that sexy mama there is. You know, but like I said before, every first and third Sunday, where are we? On the I Am Enough Talk Show. And that's Mr. Jada Prince. And like I said, you can follow him on Facebook and Instagram. He's everywhere. He's also available to perform. We just had a little foot surgery. He broke his foot, so he's on the mends. And y'all send him out some positive love and light and lift him up. But he will be scooting around the floor. His nickname is Scooter Man right now. Man of God, Scooter Man. So, as I said before, we have our Wake Up Winning for Entrepreneurs, and this month is going to be the power of relationships, and I will be coming to you live every morning, 6:11 on Facebook Live. Yes, I don't know how I do it, but I do it. And that's our Senator Tonya. And Tonya is actually going to be doing something special for us in April. Cat out the bag. So I'm not going to just let all the cats out the bag, but we will be seeing her soon. And we have our study hall, and that's where we will be seeing her in doing something very special with a group of children. This is a play that Miss Shani D. Sanders, our own director, is in the building. She will be it's under her tutelage that they will be putting on this show about bullying, addressing our problems with our teens and bullying. And so you all make sure y'all get tickets, and hint, the tickets are zero cost, but you need to get your tickets really quick. And so I'm hoping that our media friends over here will get on that and come and show up, support us. So on the Winning Evening News, we have Miss Lotus Rashay. Like I said, she will be joining us on Tuesday for that second half of the Level Up Your Lifestyle with great credit. Before it was good credit. This time it's great credit, and we will do it. And this whole mission is to move us into a better economic position. And when we can master our credit, we can master getting loans and things to help us start our business. We don't have to be bootstrapping it together when we become credit worthy, when we're paying our bills on time. And then when we're making these shifts that we need to become entrepreneurs, and we know as an entrepreneur, we'll fight for our dream sometimes, but sometimes we don't really have to fight as hard if we put ourselves in better position. So that's what we're going to talk about on Tuesday. And that discussions will take place at 8 o'clock. You all can tune in to Facebook on the Winning Evening News on Facebook. Pretty good with no notes, huh?
Freestyle.
Fantastic. Fantastic.
Right there.
Okay, so I didn't have my fun, and I have not been drinking or smoking, not yet. But hopefully the chef is going to take care of all of that for me. So it's chef. We here. We ready for dinner.
What's happening?
Ding dong.
Good evening, everyone. It's your boy, your favorite chef, Antonio. I'd like to welcome everyone to the famous and phenomenal I Am Enough talk show. And this evening, we're doing something different. We're doing something totally different today. I didn't bring out the saute pans. I'm going to show you guys how to do some food and wine pairing first. So let me get my guests some wine, because they can't pair nothing without the wine. So today, we got some Pinot Grigio first. So we're going to start off with that one. We got our grapes, we got our wine, we got our cheeses. A lot of people don't know what to pair with different foods and wine. So this is going to be real simple for y'all. So let me get my guests some wine first. So we got the white first. We're going to start off with the white. Who all would like some wine? Everyone?
Yes.
All right. Well, we're going to get your red later, young lady. We're going to start with the white one first.
Oh, I hear it.
So as I am pouring this is what I'm doing something. I'm doing wraps this evening. I'm going to make a simple avocado. We're eating healthy this evening. So we're going to have some grilled smoked chicken breasts. And then I'm going to show you guys how to make some simple, quick 30, less than 10-minute meals this evening.
I'm going to help you, chef, okay?
Well, that's what's up. Boom, I made it. So I'm going to have my sous chefs pass this around the rooms. This way? All right.
Walk around to the kitchen.
So, how's everyone doing this evening? I hope y'all know y'all at home watching the Super Bowl, and this is our pre-Super Bowl party before the turn up.
Yes. Before the turn up.
So I got my my handy Miss Sue Chef helping me with that. I'm gonna get our plates ready, so you ladies, so everyone can pair the wine. So before you sip, hold on.
Before you sip,
Let me get you the full experience.
I'm gonna taste. Okay. I always want to be the rule breaker.
Everyone has a glass.
I think if you want red,
What we're doing red, that's gonna be the second one.
you have to do white. Then pay attention and cooperate. That's what happens. Yes. That's what happens, Chef, when you have these bad girls. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come?
They just want the alcohol part. They're just ready for the alcohol. That's all.
Right. They don't even. Do you want white? Come on, get some white.
Cause you gotta experience both parts, so the. Yeah.
Yeah. So already, I need somebody to share.
Sorry.
Siri said sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
So we got some chocolate covered strawberries.
So we have chocolate covered strawberries.
Oh, awesome.
Let me move over here. I just really didn't want to be in the camera like that, but okay. Now I'm gonna have to. Okay, so Chef, what we have?
We got our chocolate covered strawberries.
Mm-hmm.
We have our cheese and crackers and grapes.
Mm-hmm.
So this is all gonna pair with the wine. I'm gonna show y'all which wine pairs with what and how to taste them. So that's the importance of having the white and the red.
Get your food porn on. There you go. Nope, down. Yeah, there you go. Food porn.
Okay, so we're gonna do this.
Yes.
And what is that, yogurt?
Yep, the yogurt is gonna go with the avocado sauce that I'm gonna make with the wraps.
Nice creamy sweet.
Okay.
So instead of using your trusty Miracle Whip, as some people like to
I
use.
need a glove. They break things. Oh, the gloves are blue.
Oh.
But you know what? They look white.
My bad.
Yeah, they look white. Okay.
I forgot we have our screen, so I do have on gloves, everyone. They're just a different color. You can't see them.
Yeah, your visible hands.
My bad, Kush. I'll make sure I have some black gloves for next time.
So why are we doing wine pairing, and how is this like sexy? I feel like
it's very grown and sexy, because when you're having that romantic night at home with your mate, you want to do something nice and simple. You want to have some wine. You be a little classy with it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we have the chocolate covered strawberries and the wine.
I'm coming, Chef. I just had to step away because I was breaking rules.
I see you breaking rules over there.
I know, but
we freestyling this Sunday and you just breaking all the rules.
Because you told me.
Once everyone get their plate, we're gonna dive into this. I'm gonna show y'all what to taste for what.
Okay. And I have an assistant.
Assistant to the assistant.
Okay.
So I just want to make sure everybody got some grapes. They got the chocolate covered strawberries. They got the crackers. I'm gonna slide this over just a little bit.
So we're gonna have to get you some white gloves.
My hands look invisible.
Yes. But they kind of look a little, Not as bad.
I got butt cheeks. Chef, what kind of strawberries are these? Woo, these are huge.
Well, you know, we can thank Walmart for those today because they had the super huge strawberries today. I went in there like, Jesus Christ, hey.
Oh, I'll tell you, look at there.
Well, I'm gonna eat off Shawnee's plate. She got too much food over there. So, ask the chef some questions. Anybody have some questions for the chef? I know, right? You can't have like this. Right.
So,
What cheese do you have?
we have Monterey Jack, we have Swiss, we have Kobe.
And that goes good with white wine.
So we have a question from the audience.
So those cheese you just mentioned, is that the cheese that goes good with white wine?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Really? Let me see.
Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3.
So which wine goes good with white? Is it the cheese and crackers go good with white?
Because you're gonna need the cheese, and once we switch wines, you're gonna need something to cleanse your palate. So that's why we're, you know, everything's a waiting game.
Oh yeah.
Because you gotta cleanse your palate so you can have the red. So when you taste the different wines and stuff, because most people think that a red wine is bitter, and they think that a white wine is sweet. But I'm gonna show you how you take a bitter red wine and make your red wine sweet.
So what you're making right now, that's good for Valentine's. So hint, hint, for
Yes.
those, check in today and you see what this young man is doing over here. Set up for your sweetie.
And it's something inexpensive you can make. Okay. So this one's ready. This one's ready. Cheese on this one. You know, it's something inexpensive. Oh my God, I was just trying to make sure everybody had enough strawberries.
Okay, that's all you want. Who else?
Am I missing one? Everyone has ready?
Three.
3 more? So there's one there. There's one here.
Or 4.
4? All right, let me get my other strawberries.
It's coming. See, when you're in the kitchen, you can eat. What? What? What happened? Who did it? I didn't do it. You sound like Addie. What did Addie say? What did you say earlier when you called? She said,
What?
she be all in the conversation. She talk back to the TV.
I got some comments over here.
What's the comments? What they talking about?
Mr. Jada Prince, thank you for that feel-good music.
Yes.
He says good wine and good music. I love it. We thank you.
It's the perfect combination for a romantic evening.
It is the perfect combination. Love that
that
food
sugar.
queen. Wow, Miss Yvette Goodrich. Let me go to this other ones. So if you guys enjoy what you're seeing, make sure you share
Share the love.
this show tonight with your friends and family.
All right. Now the other one's not that big. I'm sorry, you know. All right, and we got our crackers and everything. So everyone has one now. We're all good to go?
She's just missing her chocolate.
Oh, your chocolate?
You can't pass it that way. You can't pass it that way. Out of the kitchen, it looks.
That's right. Thank you.
So you should get that one there. All right. So now that everyone has one correct?
Yes.
You got a glass of wine, correct?
Right.
Yes.
All right, so first, I want you, this is how you taste a proper glass of wine. You take it, everyone got their glasses?
Yes.
Take it and gently swirl the bottom of it.
Oh.
And what is this doing?
that is releasing the pheromones into the wine.
All right.
So when you swirl the bottom of it, you release the pheromones in the wine. And then I want you to take it and just sniff a little bit up on the top. There's 5 S's when it comes to wine. So there's your C, there's your sniff, there's your swirl, and you see it, swirl, taste, and swallow it. So I used to let you swallow them for the last one. So as you already done swirled it, you seen it, you smelt it, you sniffed it. Now I want you to taste one of the white cheeses with the cracker and taste the wine. Taste your wine first, then I want you to taste the cracker and cheese after that.
All this time I've been eating wrong.
And so I want to know, does it taste bitter or does it taste sweet after you taste your wine and everything?
Does what taste bitter and sweet? The cracker?
Does it taste? How does it change the taste of your wine?
Oh, I see.
Tastes
Sweeter.
wine.
The cheddar was a little stronger when I had by itself.
Yeah.
More intense.
More intense?
Yeah, I was gonna say it did intensify it. That's tasty.
It did. I'm with
I want you to swallow that up, all up when you get a chance. And then we're gonna jump to this red. We got a red lover in the house. 2 red lovers.
So what you guys are seeing, the chef putting together such a wonderful little plate here with the wine. I've never really even.
So it makes non-wine lovers like wine, because you're getting the full atmosphere of the wine. Because you now know what you're drinking. So either this is what we're having now is a Pinot Grigio, but there you can have a Riesling, you can have a Chardonnay, you can have a Merlot, you can have a Cabernet. Different wines go with different food. Now all white wines go with you got your seafood, chicken, pork, as we just had cheese and fruits. That's what your white wines go with. So when you have, so like if you go out to dinner and you're eating like a seafood pasta or such sort, you're gonna want to have a white wine. Or if you're having chicken or such sort, you're gonna have also white wine. Different meals, different sauces, picture wine. White sauces, white wine. And so if you're having steaks, porks, there's where your red wine plays into it. So now, since y'all done had those, I want y'all to drink those up. I'm gonna give y'all some red wine, and then we're gonna show y'all how to taste the chocolate with the red wine. It takes the bitterness out of your red wine, because most people be like, a red wine is so bitter and make it so tart. So I want you to drink a little bit of the red first, and then see how it tastes, and then after that, I want you to taste your strawberry, then drink your red wine again, and see how it changes the flavor of it. And so you be like, oh, okay. It makes you appreciate a red wine more.
So chef, what about the chocolate? Is the dark chocolate better for wine, or what type of chocolate?
Any type of chocolate, it really doesn't matter. It really, you can have your dark chocolate, semi-chocolate. What we're using today is a semi-sweet chocolate. What I did, the easiest way to melt some chocolate down is just a little bit of oil and a double boiler on low heat, and you just constantly stir your chocolate and melt it. For those who want to know how to melt some chocolate without tearing it up and messing it up, that's how you do that. So now, everyone, I want to get someone's going to pass your glasses back to the kitchen after y'all finish y'all white wine. Then I'm going to show y'all how to enjoy your red wine. But in the meantime, while we're doing that, while you guys are finishing that up, I'm going to show you how to make this avocado sauce that's going to go with our wraps. Avocado. How many people know how to choose a good avocado?
Soft.
Yes. Now this one is a little hard. The softer it is, the riper it is. Now I couldn't really get the ones I wanted, but this is what we're going to work with today. And this is how you cut an avocado. You cut it to the side here. Some people always wonder, like, how do I open up an avocado? Take it. But this is what, see, about the hardness of it doesn't want to bust open for us today. But we're going to fix that in 1 second. Then we have our avocado. Take a spoon, and you just want to cut out the center of it. So, boom, you got your center cut out of your avocado. Then you want to take it along with your spoon and just carve out the inside of it. By this not being as soft and ripe as it is, it's a little tough to work with. It usually just pops right out when it's nice and ripe. It's real easy to pop on out. So since this one is not cooperating like the way I want it, we're going to cut it. And we're going to peel it.
Oh boy. What's going on over there, Chef?
I am getting ready to make this avocado sauce for our wraps.
Okay. So,
Chef got us over here buzzed.
I think the ladies are on the couch. What's your question?
Mixing the red with the white wine.
No, I want you to finish it all off.
Okay.
Drink the drink and kill it. Swallow it.
That taste was that bite was definitely different.
Yeah, I'll grab the bottle and just pour y'all a little splash in there. Hold on to your cup.
That'll work.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, when he first said it, I was I'm a walk.
So this is a simple avocado sauce that anyone can make at home. So what we're using, but make sure you get some ripe avocados. Then you won't have to peel it like this and be careful of cutting your hand too, but I won't cut mine.
Okay. So did you want to tell them what type of wine they're getting ready to drink? Sample?
Yes, today we're going to use a Stella Rose, and it's a red.
Is this like a dry?
It's a little dry. I wanted it dry just for the experience and the ambiance that we're going to have, so that you can taste the difference into that.
Okay. And so we'll be eating this with our
With the chocolate. Yes.
Our wraps or no?
Oh, you can have it with the wraps, and we're going to eat it with the grapes as well too.
Okay. Very good.
So the first portion is the wine tasting portion. And then the second portion is going to be these wraps we're going to hook up.
Yeah, she's having pictures. Reverend photo shoot.
So we're just waiting for our guests to finish up the rest of their wine.
You know how it goes.
You know,
everybody gets quiet when they start to eat. That's how you know they're enjoying themselves.
So what is Facebook saying about our wonderful segment today?
Well, let's see what's popping. Chimia, what you got? What you got over there?
Let's see what I got. I'm looking over here.
While I get this together.
Yeah, everybody is looking. It was like, you guys have fun eating food. Awesome. Awesomeness ladies and chef. Everyone's saying hi. Yes.
This is nice.
We're having us a good time.
Oh, and they can see his gloves. They did not blend in. So.
Yes, they said that. Yeah, that's what Jada Prince said. He said you can see him on the. He said his hands. I'm wrong with him.
I don't know about
if you're missing your hands, then you definitely shouldn't be cooking.
Well, see, I have a slight case of OCD too, so I'm constantly washing my hands.
I got you. I got you.
With that.
I'm constantly washing my hands.
Just a splash.
So after you guys get your, you finish all up with that one.
Well, wait, the way you sat back like,
This is tough.
It smells good. It smells
good. It smells like a
Okay, so the red wine definitely smells good. The white wine was a bit smelled strong.
So do it the same way as you guys did it. Swirl it, smell it, see it.
So you gotta still swirl it.
Yeah.
Trying to give y'all some of that. What is it? AR something.
Ooh, the fruit, the grapes is good. This is. I can work for good.
So you guys.
So how does that compare to the white with the grapes and the?
I like that.
Okay, so I'm gonna taste this.
Oh, you said taste the wine and then the strawberry. The chocolate strawberry.
Yep. I want you to taste the chocolate strawberries with the red.
Okay, so I'm gonna say I like the red actually. The red definitely tastes.
So you see how it changed the flavor and the texture of
It already
it.
smells better. It smells like fruit.
Go ahead and taste that.
Okay, so
You know you gotta taste. You wanna taste this first? Yeah. Get that taste. See?
This is better. I'm more of this type.
I think I'm more of a redder. I think I'm more of a red wine connoisseur. But okay, so now we're gonna try this with chocolate.
And then like I said, there's your different red wines you have. You have your Cabernet, you have your Merlots, Sauvignon Blancs. So it just depends on what you're in the mood for, what's your taste palette, and what do you have to make everything go together.
Okay, so what type of wine is this one as a red?
That one as a red, that one is a Merlot.
A Merlot. Okay, so I like the Merlot.
So the brand is Stella Rose.
Stella Rose and Merlot. This definitely tastes awesome. I can definitely go with the red. So you guys can't see us, but we're chowing down and having this wonderful food porn thing going on. So you guys just get to listen. That's right. Make sure.
I invited some people that they was like, "Well, it's Super Bowl Sunday." Like, well, hey, do what I do.
You're missing it. And you're missing it. This is gonna beat any nachos. This is gonna beat any hot wings. This is gonna beat
and plus we got Hulu up here in the studio. We can just beam it from right there from my phone to the TV, so you ain't missing nothing. All right, so this is just a simple.
This is so good.
Avocado sauce for because I don't like. To me, avocado is disgusting because it's plain. There's no flavor to it. It's just plain. There's no season to it. And so in order for me to eat avocado, this is how I eat it. Greek yogurt.
Okay.
This is a honey Greek yogurt. You can use honey. You can use plain yogurt. However, your taste palette and whatever makes you happy. But we're going to use this honey Greek yogurt today. And this is the brand I'd like to use, the Greek gods, because, hey, we're all gods and kings here.
Where did you get that one?
I got this here at Walmart. You can find this here at Walmart, Kroger, Publix, anywhere, place that sells yogurt.
Okay. All right.
So we're going to take a couple of spoonsful, about 2 or so, or 3. I don't measure anything. I'm so used to making it.
That's a true chef right there. There's like
we're gonna take just a little bit of salt and pepper. You just use a little salt and pepper to taste.
You know what, Chef? I'm gonna say that. All the cooking shows always say that little salt and pepper to taste. What exactly is that supposed to?
What it means is to taste. You don't want once you add too much salt, you can't take it out.
Okay.
You can't, so you add it as needed to it. Because like I said, if you over salt it, you gotta start your whole dish over again.
Okay.
And you definitely don't want to do that.
That's true. All right, because I know I hear that a lot in the cooking shows. It's like add salt and pepper to taste, and you're like, that don't look like that's gonna taste like anything.
Well, it looks like we're gonna see first. I might need a little bit more yogurt in here to go with what I got.
Do y'all hear that? Can y'all hear that?
I think it might pretty can. It's a little loud.
See, everybody jealous right now. I know, right now.
That was the sound of some good stuff about to go down.
We're gonna add just one more.
It's about to go down.
One more scoop of the.
It's already going down.
Of the yogurt.
You guys are just missing it. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
So one more scoop of the yogurt. Another little blend, real quick.
Look, I'm gonna let y'all hear it. I'm gonna let y'all get that. Let me get y'all.
Keisha, I got some silverware in there. Could you grab it for me, please? I just need one little spoon just to taste this to make sure before I serve it. All right, so we got this mixed up. I'm gonna taste this real fast to make sure that it is edible and it is
Always
okay.
taste your food, ladies and gentlemen.
You always want to taste it
your
and make
food.
sure everything is okay and acceptable to your taste palate, and of course before you serve it to your guests.
I'm just letting you know this wine is absolutely everything. I like this red. This is awesome. Thank you, chef assistant, coming in there and getting us.
That tasted before the chocolate.
So now I'm gonna add just a little pinch of salt just to give it just a little bit more flavor.
Okay.
That's why you add a little bit before you add a lot.
All right.
And that way you be like, oh, we're us black folks, we don't need a lot of salt in our life, especially me.
No.
All right. So now, just gonna whisk this around a little bit.
All right.
No need to reblend it.
That looks like that's about to be awesome.
So now this is the first wrap we're gonna do. This is just that's the easy lettuce wrap. So we have grilled chicken. I don't know if everyone can see this. Grilled chicken.
All right, that food.
Nicely marinated. I marinated in some lemon and honey.
Okay.
A little lime juice, a little honey. Marinated, then I ended up seasoning it with some smoke seasoning. I grilled these today on the grill since they're so nice out.
Awesome.
Georgia and our special weather, it messed around to be 100 tomorrow.
It's actually special everywhere right now.
It is very special.
Everywhere.
Global warming has got us all over the place. So, Chef, how is your decade going? How are you feeling your decade?
I am feeling phenomenal. This new year has been a blessing, and it's going to continue to be a blessing. New Year's, I say, I've been telling Wanda and everyone this is the year of the entrepreneur. 2020 is the year of the entrepreneur. For everyone, I encourage, like I said, like we spoke earlier, I encourage everyone to go out there and just work for self. Be your own bosses, because that's what we're trained to be. We're not trained to work for nobody.
That's true.
And if I knew what I knew now, at 43 years of age, I would be a multi-millionaire. If I can go back and change some things, Lord Jesus. Never too late. So, I'm learning everything now.
So I'm going to walk around and ask everybody how they like everything. Okay, so, all right. Afro Attorney, how you enjoying your red wine and your strawberries?
Yeah, the red wine was my favorite. That one I really liked. Stella Rose, he said. Merlot. Oh, that was me all day. That was fabulous.
Okay. Shawnee D, come on, tell me, give me a little something. What you thought of it?
I definitely would choose the Stella Rose red wine, the Merlot. I think it was much more smoother. It's a dinner wine. It almost tastes like a juice. So I recommend everyone go and pick them up some Stella Rose and some strawberries.
All right.
So we're gonna just smooth it around
No,
on the
Miss
lap.
Songbird, tell me what you thought of it. Tell me what you think of it.
Oh yeah, I'm following the other two because that Stella Rose Marlowe is very fruity, went very well. It changed the difference in the bitterness of the chocolate, made it sweet. So definitely.
Awesome. Come on, ma'am. Tell me what you think. I know that you're a red connoisseur.
Red wine, yes.
Trying to get us in trouble.
So I didn't get a chance to drink my red wine with my chocolate strawberries because I ate them before, but the red wine was on point.
Yeah, the red wine was kind of sweet.
Come on, Queen Mother, tell us, give us some wisdom.
I didn't know what the difference between dry and
Absolutely fantastic. I love it. I love the red wine.
like a flat.
I feel the red wine.
That is like a sparkling too.
Awesome, that is wonderful. I'm feeling that. Come on, young lady.
It's dry means it's not.
As a mother of two who don't really get any time off,
Yeah,
just
that's
have
stellar.
dry in the year. It's
And that's what I don't
amazing.
like the bitter.
Yeah.
But the red was swinging though.
Let me tell you something. This is way better than the Super Bowl.
That's
See, that's what we're talking about over here. That was from a man's point of view. He said that was better. He said that's better than any Super Bowl party. Okay, so I told you. And I'm doing it big up here. And what you thought of it, Wanda? What did you think of it?
You know what? I like it all. I like wine. I like wine. And I like wine. And I like wine. And I like wine.
I feel you. From my
so how much you like wine?
I like wine.
From my point of view, I'm not really a drinker, but I actually do like the red. I really do prefer the red. It actually was a real sweet taste that I can actually get. I can definitely get with.
I like
that's
wine.
definitely a mellow groove for you to.
It was. So what I want to do is I want to have my guest introduce himself because I met this brother at the Martin Luther King celebration. Yeah. And I was attracted to him because of all this light shining around him.
Crystals and all that.
Yeah, so I want you to tell everybody who you are.
The bell on that one.
Hello. I am Derek Barnhill. I am the owner of Third Eye Vision Media. We help small business grow by using dope commercials for your small business. If you need anything, just let us know. It's an honor to be here today. I'm here with my fiance, Ty, a photographer. You introduce yourself.
I am his better half.
All right, hit that bell on that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring them over into the camera so you guys can see them because they are gorgeous. Black love is in the building. Black love in the building. Black love in the building. Yes. Plus, he just said that our party was better than Super Bowl party.
Hello, we told you.
And you know what? And another thing is, I just want to do this keynote here. I have had a party over here. I've had a party for 5 years now.
Sous Chef, can I get you to pass these around, please?
No, we're back here. Oh, okay. So I've had a party for 5 years on Super Bowl Sunday. Yes. And so when people tell me things like, did you know it was the Super Bowl? Baby. I come every Super Bowl, we have a party on the I Am Enough talk show, okay? Since when did we start? 2016? I think it was 2016. I Am Enough talk show, yeah. So we've been partying for Super Bowl Sunday because I've always been first Sunday, and I used to just be first Sunday, and then I become first and third Sunday. So
pretty soon it'll be every Sunday in a minute. You don't have no choice.
I know, right, every Sunday. So what I want to do is I want you guys to walk over here into the Guess Who's Coming to Dinner section. Just come on around that camera there. Come on, don't step on nothing. It's real sensitive. Huh? No, you good. Your sous chef is gonna come and help you. Scoot. Because I want them to just get in the camera. Ooh. And so here's the couple, y'all. So give them another round of applause. Yeah.
There's the mic.
Congratulations. Yes. So when's the big day? What's the big day? I'm excited.
And do you have a caterer?
And do you need a host? Do you need a host? Do you need an event planner?
Do you need a singer? We have singers.
Like we have
DJs. We got
DJs. We got the I Am Enough talk show got everything you need.
Somebody write you a poem. I got that down.
You got somebody that can say it. I'll say her poem.
And I'll host the event. I think I'm gonna give me some license so I can marry people. Yeah. And we're gonna have the Afro attorney gonna be in the house. What you gonna be doing, Afro attorney?
I'll make sure all your paperwork is straight.
See, you have the legal team. We'll make sure all the signs, all the signatures are right on the bottom line.
She's gonna make sure all the paperwork is straight. Okay, so do tell.
Things happen so fast, but the date is coming soon. Yeah. Sometimes around April. Yeah. But we're looking to go to Haiti to do the main thing.
So we gotta go Haiti!
I love destination wedding.
Okay. So now who's from Haiti?
I am not from Haiti, but I spent time in Haiti for 6 months. Back in 2013, when they had an earthquake, and I was there to help, restore people and just to give them great advice and positivity.
Okay.
Nice. So I just want to go back. It's good.
Yes, and that's the freedom.
Yeah,
love it.
Yeah.
Freedom.
Hey,
yeah.
leave the country. I promise you, you will not regret it. Go overseas, go to Africa. When you come back, you'll be a different person.
Yes. I know Jada Prince is we're going to be going to Bangkok for him to perform.
Fabulous.
And we're retiring in Bangkok. How many years, Jeremy? Is Jeremy still watching?
Jeremy is still watching.
5 years. 5 years, I think.
in, say
5
something.
years. So we'll be, we'll be Bangkok bound, but we're going there this year, hopefully. So
I grew up in Germany, and so then I went to South Korea, and I'll be going to London in June.
In June, yes.
We
So
did have someone that's viewing that's in Germany.
okay,
right now.
okay.
Yes.
Because we're international.
I
That's
was
what I
in
love about. That's what I love about social media. Social media really closes the world together, and it brings us closer, right? Brings us closer. Because just think in terms, if we didn't have social media, we would not know as many people as we have access to. I mean, like to build relationships. I had someone on my team a long time ago, and she was from Africa, and she was my graphic artist. And so it was like, and I was like there with her, not physically, but, when she was going through stuff, it was like amazing just talking to her. And we would FaceTime, Zoom and stuff. So it was like, wow, that was just really cool. But we met through social media.
Yeah, that's where it happens.
Yeah, one of my best beta readers, she's from London, so it was like, I was like, oh wow.
Yeah.
She got me my international sales.
So
there you go.
Wow.
Can I cut in for 1 second? I want you guys to grab your plates and everything and stuff real fast so we can get those going and pass around. This is the second our dish. These are our letter wraps and everything.
Okay. So yeah.
So I want to make sure everyone got one. Everyone got one?
You need one more, and fix one for Kush.
I got Kush.
Kush already got his.
It's good.
Okay.
So need one more?
And you gotta get yours.
So need two more? Okay. So this is the first one for people who like to watch their carbs and they don't like to eat a lot of bread, and you want to watch your carbs. A lot of people are trying to cut carbs out of their life. So this is something you can eat that's simple, also healthy as well, to where you can cut your carbs out. People are like, I don't want bread, because I don't see people order meals without bread.
Right.
So this is the avocado sauce with lettuce wrap and grilled chicken. So you guys bite into that. Let me know how it tastes, what you like. Let me get two more made for.
I love lettuce wraps.
And then we're gonna switch to some other wraps that I have. So we're gonna do wraps.
Smoky.
So we're gonna do wraps in 2 ways.
How did you fix this chicken? It's so smoky, like it was on the grill.
It was. I grilled it. You see it?
My goodness.
You missed that part. We already talked
Oh, I
about
missed
it.
that part? Okay,
Yeah.
well, I was taking care of business.
Yeah, co-host had you.
Thank you, co-host.
You know how I do. You know how I do. I come. Ooh, this thing right here.
That's good.
You hear the crunch?
So do y'all have an apparel business?
Yes, let us know.
Well, I create t-shirts.
Okay, beautiful.
I have a line. It's named Voodoo Baby, and I make custom t-shirts, or I make my own and just sell them like that.
How long have y'all been knowing each other?
Well, it's actually really.
This is the dating show now.
It's February. We can do it.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna make it
We
fun
met
and short.
February 2018.
Yeah, we met February 2018. It was like we fell in love like immediately.
That's what's up.
That
It
kindred
has to be
spirit.
evident, right?
Yeah.
Because we had
Feel the
we
bell
got
popping.
pregnant like 2 months after we met.
Yeah.
One for the bell pop.
Okay. Well, just make sure your paperwork is in order.
My paperwork is in order. But yeah, it's it actually been like the best, the most fun. Like this has been one of the most appreciative people that I've ever met in my life.
This is beautiful, Black.
We love Black love.
Thank you, baby.
How's everyone enjoying the meals?
Oh my God. Oh, this
Yeah,
wrap
put me
is
up.
everything.
I need 2 wraps.
So now we're gonna switch it over from the lettuce wraps to the these are it's a sun-dried tomato basil wrap.
Oh, okay. Wow.
So we have a spinach wrap and we have a sun-dried tomato wrap. So we're gonna start with the sun-dried tomato wrap first. Same concept, with a little bit of the avocado sauce on it.
Avocado sauce.
Oh, that's
Yes.
what I'm tasting. My.
Yes.
My.
Okay.
Simple, easy, quick to make. Like I said, you got your Greek yogurt. This is the Greek yogurt you can use. I don't know if since it's let me turn it around so the camera can see it. Greek yogurt, and it's mixed with a little bit of honey. Like I said, you can use plain yogurt, or you can get you a yogurt with flavor. You don't want to get no strawberry or no blueberry yogurt or anything like that. It's gonna really take away the flavor of everything. So just either a honey yogurt, Greek yogurt, or a plain yogurt, and a good avocado and a little bit of salt and pepper. So I don't know if the camera. I'm gonna wrap this up real fast, and then I'll show it to the camera.
Okay. So you do that, and I'm just gonna let everybody know that we're almost coming to our end. So if you are watching from social media. If you're watching from social media.
We want to get bougie around here. We feel like we had a bougie Super Bowl party. It's a media.
What's the score, Chef?
Oh, I don't have the game on. I'm on live on the phone with the I Am Enough show.
Okay, well that's what's more important.
I'm gonna have to.
So, if you're watching from social media, and you like what you see,
and I know you do,
tell us and send us some love. Hashtag I am enough. Hashtag I am enough. And remember, we're here every first and third Sunday, and we're getting ready to get off air because we are almost out of time. So I just want to let everybody know that if you are interested in perhaps coming on, talking about your business, marketing your business, that's what we are. We are a marketing platform. We like to help people help themselves by exposing you to the world. We are in Atlanta, but you can stream in from anywhere. I've had people as far as Costa Rica come in and Zoom in. So you can Zoom in from anywhere to be seen and to have a conversation with us here. And also remember that you can catch us on in the Winning Evening News, which that's on Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Tuesdays.
Wednesday, Thursday. She was.
I had to start with the first date, you know.
The butler got her all over.
Yeah. So, and our goal is to become every day with you, bringing you some information that you can use, because we want to support the winner in you.
Yes.
Remember that you can get in touch with anybody here. Just contact me at the I Am Enough Talk Show and say, hey, how can I get in touch with anyone that you've seen, whether it's Afro Attorney or Lakeisha, our event designer, chef Shawnee D. You want her to help you write a movie. You want Chimia to design your book, help you with writing. She's ghostwriter. She does a lot of stuff, and hopefully, I can get the Third Eye team on my team, because I feel like it should be a relationship.
Yeah, definitely. We should have a new relationship. Yes,
I feel like a relationship should get going.
We just formed it.
So
we fed them.
We did it.
We baited them already. See that? We baited them already.
Yeah, we did it. We're doing the whole wedding, right? We're going away. We're going to Haiti, and we're going to have fun. And we're going to have fun until we get to Haiti. So every first and third Sunday, you can find us here on the I Am Enough Talk Show, where your dreams matter. Reach out to us at IamEnoughTalkShow@gmail.com and follow us on all social media. I Am Enough Talk Show, and check out my website, IamEnough365.com. IamEnough365.com. And like I always say, we love you.
We do.
And there is nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
That you can do about it. Peace. And bye for now.
Bye. Enjoy your Super Bowl.
Calling me. The table the hood used to be fun, but I confess this is getting old, and my nights are cold. I need someone to share my dreams. Where could she be? Woman for me. I am tired of feeling so lonely and empty. I've searched all my life